Yu-Gi-Oh players don't understand new players. Here is what we see.
During your main phase, you can send a zombie monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if this card is banished, you can banish a zombie in your graveyard to special this card, but put it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field.
Now here is what a new player sees. Experienced players take for granted what they know about the game as easy. This game is not easy, and it's for reasons that don't match the expectations of new players. New players don't care about Max C.
The Earth Insect is a blight upon
Max C needs any introduction, and I don't think he needs an introduction to the subject of
Masterduel first, well, exactly one turn.
I probably wrote trap. Where is Jesus Christ? Will my father return from the store? These are not
I feel like you're not understanding me. I don't care.
New players don't care about tier lists. New players don't care about new sets. Do you really think new players care about floodgates when they can barely understand what the game even is when they first start playing it? No, they don't. What they care about is how the heck am I supposed to memorize all the cards in my deck? When am I supposed to draw a card? When can my monster fight? What are phases? What the heck does piercing damage even mean? What does it mean to target? Why do I have to set a trap card before I can even use it? How the heck am I supposed to memorize what's in my extra deck? Why can't I summon a monster in face-up defense position? You mean to tell me I can only normal summon once, but yet people can special summon a bunch of times? I suck at math, so why are there so many numbers in this game to keep track of? I'm supposed to keep track of attack numbers, defense numbers, levels, ranks, life points. I'm here to play a fun game of monsters fighting each other. Why the heck am I doing math? These are questions that pop up when a new player tries to play Yu-Gi-Oh! New players don't care about card advantage, the same way most of you don't care about politics happening in the Philippines. Why should a new player who is just getting into the game care whether or not Cashier or Rice Heart is a balanced card? They don't care. They will care later on, but there is zero reason why a new player would care about something like Dimension Shifter being a fair balanced card when they have no clue what a quick effect even is. I taught two players, a 35-year-old and a 14-year-old, how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! The 14-year-old only cared about if she was able to play her Dark Magician deck. She didn't care if it was bad, she just wanted to play her favorite deck. Explain to a 14-year-old why a Dark Magician deck is bad should not be the focus on teaching someone how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! The 35-year-old I taught was so overwhelmed by the fact that every card in the Elemental Hero deck that I gave him had so much text that he just didn't want to memorize them. He really hated that there were so many combinations of Elemental Hero fusions that he just ignored them completely when we did practice games. He was a lot more comfortable learning the game once I limited his main deck size from 40 to 30 and limited his extra deck size from 15 to 3. Am I teaching them how to be good at Yu-Gi-Oh? No. The priority shouldn't be to have new players be good at Yu-Gi-Oh! The priority should be to help new players take small steps so they can become good at a later date. There is so much information out there with thousands of cards to learn, with some cards having high price tags to buy. A new player has the hurdle of learning the basics, which takes a lot of time to understand. After that, after they learn the basics, they have to independently do research where they have to search through the hundreds of thousands of videos out there, many people teaching them how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Not enough content creators make content that is understandable for a new player to grasp. Those same players who complain about Yu-Gi-Oh! On the Steam reviews are the same people we need to do better at communicating with.
The worst card game I've ever played. I'm immeasurably disgusted by the infinite combos that guarantee the win each and every time. They only guarantee the win because you're on a bad deck. See, look at all these zeros! Oh, we're getting into the fucking thick of it, chat.
While I applaud that there are plenty of content creators who have made a concerted effort into getting people into the game, content creators need to do better in adjusting their language to help new players understand the game. Ka-My has done a great job in teaching players. Those really boring solo missions on Masterduels that feel like a chore to pass, yeah, that is what new players need in real life. Stores and players, if they really want this game to succeed and do better, need to take the extra initiative in teaching players how to play and what to expect if they ever get into Yu-Gi-Oh!
So then do all of these have a warrior that's in here that requires me to summon that one first and then a spell card to be able to get these monsters out on the field? What is this called?
You don't like Destiny?
I gotta choose one. It's gonna be too complicated, dude. I'm like, I literally got lost. I was like, God. And if it was just simplified that way, then I wouldn't have as many problems. So now I just gotta remember who they are. My attack is 1400. You're going. No, I'm in defense. So it's 1200. So you still don't.
Yeah. So then the difference comes back to me.
So only when you're looking at the defense.
Yeah, only the defense. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. See, that was the part I was confused by.